Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for History of Paradox, playing Imperator Rome as Lingonia. And doing pretty good. Last episode was a bit of a peaceful episode. We built our first barracks, so that was something to look at. And then kind of poked around some of the other menus, but not a lot got done last episode, to be fair. We're really just trying to figure out when the right time to pull the trigger on going to war with some of these guys. These four guys right over here, on the eastern side over here, are all in a defensive pact together. I mean, the total quantity of all their land is about the same as ours, I think, but that doesn't mean that their armies are the same. I think their armies would be a little bit bigger, because I bet they have at least four there, and maybe 6 there, something like that. So that's already what, 12, 18, and I've only got 6, 4, and 4, so I've only got 14. So I think they'd be a little bit stronger. We could bring in some of our allies potentially. But really the big thing we want to do is wait up for some money. I'm going to go ahead and pause while we're sitting talking. Wait up for some money to make sure we have the ability to bring some mercs in on demand if necessary. I think once we have the 100 gold, we'll go ahead and declare war as is. If it looks like it's going to be a sticky situation, we will then consider bringing the mercs in. That's the plan. Stability increased. Cool. Gotta love it. Can't go wrong with increased stability. And the reason we're going after these guys, if you didn't see the last episode, is because we have this mission to, I guess, unite Germania Superior. One of them is to finish off this little province, and then some of these other provinces over here. So definitely want to start with the Mediomatricia guy and go from there. The good news is I'm assuming if these guys come into war, maybe we can piece these guys out separately and grab some of their land as well, potentially. I wouldn't mind grabbing like these 3 provinces from this guy. Pretty much, honestly, I'd love to grab all this guy's stuff. We definitely want to take at least some chunk out of him. And then, of course, that 1 province for sure. But finding some way to get bordered against Nemetia would be good as well. We're about halfway to our manpower limit, which is actually just over 4,000. So it has gone up a little bit as some of our population has kind of regrown and things like that, I think. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we were still, I mean, we're at just under a gold per month. We're still, 59 months away from being able to really pull the trigger on this. It's a long time. So that's several years away. Tribal champion. Surely the clan chief deserves the honor of, I guess, champion of Lingonia. So we can lose some political influence. He gets some loyalty. He gets some prominence. He gains tribal champion, which gives him more character prominence. Or he can lose loyalty and prominence. I'm okay, I guess, with this. Sure, why not? Maybe there's a reason I would rather not do that, but seems okay. Any other buttons I wanted to push? Yeah, there's definitely some other buttons to push. Enforce business investments. We can get some more local trade routes. Local city building slots. I mean, more local trade routes somewhere wouldn't be a bad idea. Because we do have some influence at the moment. I mean, it does cap out at 500, so we've got a long ways to go before we have to worry about it capping out. There are other buttons we can push. Religion. We got this, which will increase stability. Will also cost us some influence. This will cost us some, what I'm trying to say, tyranny. And will lower, or make the monthly war exhaustion bleed off faster, but we don't have that much left anyway. So honestly, I don't think there's any buttons that we need to push right now, at least from this side of things. So I think we're okay there. I mean, I suppose we could have gone to war before we built the barracks. Mostly I just wanted to build the barracks to see what it did. I hadn't built one before and kind of wanted to see what impact it would have. Apparently, wait, is that the wrong spot? Oh, it's Caturicus. They have the barracks. How is your manpower even lower now? Oh, because it changes based on what the manpower type is. And since one of them, I guess, promoted up to citizens because I don't think he was there earlier, it seems to have lowered our percentage there. I'm getting some pop-ups, and I was not paying attention. I was off in another world looking at menus, and I just assumed those pop-ups would still be there. And lo and behold, I look up and I'm like, wait a minute, they're gone. Whatever those were. That's all right. Minister of Excellence. Financial acumen for 24 months. National tax plus 10%. Right click to select default option, or we can click on it. Yeah. That's good. Is that going to increase us by much? We're at 0.86. We're actually well below gold. Oh, that put us way back up there. That's nice. That's going to be huge. Keeping that around for a while. Oh, we're halfway there. Poke on some of these other buttons, see if there's anything else to play around with. Oh, look at the population's moving around all over the place here. 4 nobles. Trade overview. Oh, hey, we're up to 7. Nice. It has gone up. Good stuff. Got heavy infantry, heavy cavalry, chariots. Already had the light cavalry and the archers for sure. I don't remember. And we had the chariots as well. I just don't remember which one of these two is new, the heavy infantry or the heavy cavalry, but that's still cool. An arbitrator, our arbitrator has sent us demand for more funding to do his job properly. Pop conversion speed, national freedom and happiness, get political influence for some money. I really don't want to spend money because we're trying to save up money. But all of these things do look kind of nice. All right, whatever. We'll go for it. Not ideal. I mean, honestly, with the increase of levies there, I mean, I feel a little bit more inclined. I wish some of these would go up to like 5. If these went up to 5, then I might feel more like, you know, we're in a position to do something about it here. What is this telling me any information here? Okay, let's pause for a sec. Pops represent groups of people living in territory. They each possess a happiness value. Okay, yeah, we know all of that. So 4 pops from Germania Superior. Yeah, I'm not sure if I completely understand how these are working. Levies are raised from governorships and are composed of subunits appropriate to the culture of the pops within them. Fair enough. Governorship with a large Scythian population, for example, might raise a significant number of cavalry units. Levies can only be raised from integrated cultures. However, so consider this when planning your military capability. I'm pretty sure all of our culture is integrated. Levied pops will not produce flat resources while they are raised. Going to work can be a costly affair. Additionally, when a levied subunit is destroyed in combat or overrun, there is a chance that an associated pop will be too damaged to recover and be destroyed. Yeah, okay. We've kind of seen some of that. Minor addendum. So-and-so has suggested a small addendum to an often referenced law pertaining to the rights of the common folk. It should only be a small effort to push this through the Clown Council. Yeah, sure, why not? See what happens. I was going to check the culture screen for a second. Just make sure that I'm not assuming the wrong thing. Culture groups. We do have more than one culture group. I actually assumed we were all the same culture group, but I guess we've gotten some more from these other ones. So that's part of it then, right? Our primary culture is so this one's integrated. Okay, so it can only be integrated. Okay, okay. I'm starting to understand a little bit more, maybe. Show only integrated cultures. Really? That's the only culture that's integrated. So these are all the different cultures, but they're a culture group. Okay, am I reading this right now? Only raised from integrated cultures. So we are all, we have a big chunk of culture group, right? Because our culture, if we go look at here, for one, this coloring is too close. I assumed this was all the same color, quite frankly. I'm obviously way off. So I actually thought this was the exact same color. But I see the difference now. And within this, we have a lot less integrated cultures than I had realized. So we would want to know... That culture's way down there. Culture's all over the place. Okay, so we would want to know, how do we start integrating these people then? Right to intermarriage. Okay, so it does increase the integration speed if I do some of these things. Interesting. All right, we're learning. We're learning the slow way. 15% increase, 10% increase, 10% increase, 10% increase. I mean, I wouldn't mind like intermarriage. Intermarry with our citizens. We open up way for the adherents of a culture to reach citizenship. If not for them, at least for their children. It does lower stability, but we have a bit of a cushion of stability right now. Which of these is the biggest? What is this number right here? For example. Is that the total number of pops? So if we sort by pops, the biggest would be Sinonian. So if we can get these guys to start integrating faster, how do we see... Okay. Civic Rights. Oh, these guys are just listed as freemen. Weird. Huh. Okay. Is that like the highest they can be or something? Don't know. But I do feel like picking on these guys, letting them intermarry would be a good idea. We actually get a little bit of loyalty in some of the provinces. We get that culture integration speed goes up. Culture happiness goes up, which if it's our biggest culture, or one of our biggest cultures, it probably would be a good idea to do that. Lingonia gains extended right of intermarriage for 60 months. Integrated culture happiness goes down. Okay, so the integrated one goes down a little bit, but populist assimilation speed goes up. Okay, let's try this one. Why not? We won't know till we try. We have decreased, but that's okay. And I wish we could see some way to know how fast they are integrating. Like, is there not a way to see that? All the different pops, what they can raise as. It's kind of cool. It's got to be a way to see. Show only integrated cultures. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to integrate these guys faster. There might be another button I can push. But I'm just not seeing it. I think once you figure this game out, it could be a lot of fun. But I know it's been commented on in the comments, but the UI is a little bit hard to understand, which is unfortunate. But I think once you dig into it and really know where everything's found to look for, I think there's a lot of information here, and I think the information is good. Just where is it, you know? I don't understand. All right, was there like a belief here? Because I kind of ignored it because I thought all culture was already done. Oh, it's just civilization change. I thought there was something that helped with integrating culture faster. Where is this culture? Maybe there's something within the what am I looking for? I want to look for a map. Maybe there's some decisions over here or something like that. Sinonian. Are all these guys Sinonian? All the guys in Lucia are Sinonian. Sinonian, I should say. Is there some decision we can do? No. Governor policy? Cultural assimilation. Pop assimilation speed. Increases the speed at which pops in this province territory are assimilated to the country's dominant culture. Well, this assimilates them. This doesn't, this is not the same as, whatever it's called. The, assimilation means they become my culture, which would also do the same kind of thing, to be fair. There's assimilation, and then there's, what am I trying to say? Integration. There's integration and assimilation. So we might want to integrate like a smaller, or assimilate a smaller pop, because that'll just get them off the list and just make them assimilated pretty quickly, right? if we go to the pops, go down here to Helvetian, and figure out where these guys are at, which is, I guess, up here. I guess it's that one province right there. And there's is this where it's at? Gaelic, Trevarian, and Gaelic. What's the one I was looking for? I only said I only had one pop. Helvetian. Where's this Helvetian one? I mean, the only Lingonia one I see, unless I'm just blind, which is very possible, is right here. It says there's one Helvetian pop. Yes, I see that. So, if we assimilate these pops, change this to assimilation, which does cover some of these other provinces, but that might help, you know, get them on our side faster. I don't know. Let's try that. Let's just see what happens. We won't know until we try it out. See if we can turn these pops into our pops, which might help our military even more. Again, experimentation, trying things out, see what happens. All right. In the meantime, we're back to being almost halfway there on the gold that I want. Again, I wish there was some sort of better way to see. Okay, here we go. Here we can see the Civic Rights now. This means that the Helvetian population will not promote beyond the Freeman pop type, and that existing Helvetian pops above this can only be demoted. Okay. Hey, we're getting some trade route offers. Let's make sure it's not people that we want to go to war with. These all the same amount. Actually, slightly varying amounts. Oh, some for horses. Chursos, I don't recognize that name. We'll go ahead and say, sure. And then we got some people who want some wood as well. Rudiginia, I don't recognize that one either. I don't think it's one of the ones we've been looking at. We'll go with that. I mean, obviously, if we go to war with somebody we're trading with, we can just probably open up another trade route, I would assume. But still. And we got even more money coming in. That is good. Yeah, I wish there was a way to see the pops flip over a little bit more readily. Like progress and things like that. Huh. And there may be a way to see that I'm just not finding. Okay, still in the same defensive league you are. Ooh, man, you're getting beat up. We're actually, oh wow, our manpower, total manpower has actually gone up quite a bit. 4583 now. Oh, unrest, that's no good. So all these are getting culture assimilated, which does gain us a little bit of tyranny initially, but that's gone already. I don't know. We'll see. Is there assimilation down here somewhere? Integrated dominant culture. Unintegrated dominant culture. Wow, that's actually pretty big. Huge impact to local research. Lots of things. I mean, look at all these things. Yeah, I definitely should have been paying more attention to this. Wow. Well, I'd like to, is there got to be a place here that I can see? Click to pin central information. Okay, well, that doesn't really help me. Surely there's a way to see. Oh, we actually have a trade route we can bring in. Really? Anything that will help increase population, whatever. Culture stuff, I mean. Food cost, food, Freeman happiness, promotion speed, Diplo. Surplus in the capital gives us +3 Diplo rep. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, we don't have any access to honey right now, but that is cool. You don't see anything yet. I mean, it doesn't mean it's not here somewhere. A lot of different things. Local citizen happiness, which is always good. Huh. All right. Like, why is it not telling me to import something? Would it not normally ask us to? None currently. Oh, well, maybe I should be going through these and importing stuff. Although, it's going to cost us money, I would assume, right? To import. So maybe we don't want to right now, especially now, right now, because we're... Why is our money dropped down so much all of a sudden? Wow, it dropped down a lot. Wages has gone up somehow. Taxing druids. Gain political influence and some loyalty. Or one of our guys gains some loyalty. Or we gain taxed druids for 10 years, which increases our national tax. He does gain some corruption, which not great. And he loses some loyalty. Honestly, let's go with the national tax. I need the money. Sorry.
It is what it is.
I just really wish there was a better way to follow this progress. There's got to be a way, right? You would think. Can I do more decisions? Oh, wow. Or does it change it? I wonder if it does change it. This increases population assimilation speed, which is cool. I want to pick one of these other ones, though. I think we're going to see what happens here. Culture integration, culture happiness. We do lose some stability, but we're okay, and it'll go back to 50% anyway. Let's try this. Does this add to it? It might just take away, which would be unfortunate, but it does lower national citizen happiness overall. Kind of want to try it out. Cultural decisions are often not possible to revoke. Oh, wow. So that does give that as well. So we're now at 25% increased culture integration speed, plus another 6% total. So it's 12% until the end of game. So yeah, we're definitely trying to integrate Sinonia, our Sinonian people. We are below 50%, but that will bounce back. And again, I wish I could see how these guys are getting integrated. I just don't know why. I don't know. I'm probably blind and there's probably something there, but I'm not seeing it. Is there a different deity that we could pick up for one of these that would help with culture integration? No for any of those. I mean, population happiness is good. What about any of these? War stuff. Popularity. Assimilation can help. Conversion, which I think we are all the same religion. I think that at least I am correct about. Sedition output. National tax. Not bad. I would like the national tax, that's for sure. Commerce. And then what about you? Port defense, war score, aggressive expansion, discipline, always nice. I mean, the assimilation would be useful. Because again, getting them into our thing would not be bad. We don't have the holy site for this one though, so we are almost capped out. I say almost capped out. We're pretty close on manpower. So I actually think we're gonna go with this one. Cost is 15. Oh, cost is 15 stability. That's right. Whatever. YOLO. I don't know. Oh, that's right. We can't call this one down yet. How long can we call it? Cannot invoked for another 36 months. Which is less time than if we picked one of these other ones, but it's still probably good to pick one of these other ones just to get something coming in. All right, let's get some output here. Maybe that'll help our money situation. And then we'll pick on that one later when it comes back up. All right, so stability is lower, which is not great, but this would increase stability for the sake of political influence, which is probably a good idea because we are pretty low right now. Just lowering population happiness quite a bit. Let's see if we can get that bounce back real quick. Maybe these are bad decisions. I don't know. Again, half the time you don't know until you try it, right? I am kind of considering going to war here soon-ish. Just to try it, see what happens. You know, we'll think about that next time. I meant to try it this episode, but we ran out of time pretty quickly there. But I think we figured out some stuff with the culture stuff, which hopefully will help us out in the long run. But yeah, we're going to put a cut in there. I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.